In today's video clip, we'll be talking about muscles of the neck, specifically the back and the side. After we've gone over the anatomy, we'll go into massage positions, standing against the wall, standing or seated position, and then lying on your back. So with the neck muscles, we're going to first talk about the back and then the side, and we'll go to the computer first. So with the neck muscles, specifically the back, we're going to go onto this screen here. And you can see right here, this is the trapezius muscle that we've been talking about a lot. Once you remove that muscle, then there's two other muscles called semispinalis and splenius that is directly underneath trapezius. Once you remove those muscles, then you're into smaller, deeper muscles called suboccipitals. They basically stem from the second level of your vertebrae to the first, and then also attach to the base of your skull. These are deep ones, and these have to be careful because we don't want to use any instruments too deep because we could injure that area. Another point I want to focus on is right here. This area is the junction between your neck and your trunk area. This needs to be addressed in order to alleviate any discomfort coming from this area and leading up into the neck. We cannot only treat the neck, we also have to treat basically at the base of the neck and upper back area. Now, the next slide will show the side view, and you could see on the top left in different colors, the one in green is the acronym is Scm, or Sternocleidomastoid. It attaches below the ear and attaches to the collarbone and the breastbone. In orange is the upper trapezius muscle, and then in yellow is called Levator Scapula, which attaches from your first four vertebrae to your shoulder blade. And then in here in purple are what's called scalenes. They're on the side of your neck, and they help with breathing. And then below is, without the color, but you can see over here is the Scm, upper trapezius, and those muscles in between. And then on the other side, just a different view, but down here and in orange, that's Levator Scapula that goes from, again, the top four vertebrae to the shoulder blade in that area. Now we'll move to the book. In the book area, we'll first, again, talk about the back muscles and then the side muscles. In the back, you see here is upper trapezius, or your trapezius muscles, specifically upper trapezius attaching to the base of the skull, and then muscles underneath that area. And then on this picture here, it shows the suboccipitals. The other muscle is Levator Scapula, which we'll get into very briefly, is right here, attaching to the shoulder blade. And I'm just going to turn the page to show where the Levator Scapula is. So here's a nice picture of it. The first four vertebrae and moving down and out to attach to the shoulder blade. And now we'll move to the deeper muscles, the suboccipitals. So over here, they've cut away the upper trapezius, splenius, and semispinalis muscles to show four muscle groups on either side. They attach, again, from the top two vertebrae to the base of the skull, as well as to each other. The next one, we'll talk about the side view. Here, this big, long muscle actually is two heads attached from behind the ear to the collarbone and to the breastbone. This is the Scm muscle. Here is upper trapezius. In here is scalenes, the respiratory muscles, and you can also side bend your head with these muscles. The next picture shows the scalenes themselves. So when you take away all the other muscles, they attach throughout the length of your neck bones, your vertebrae, attaching to the first and second vertebrae. And now we'll go to Frank. Now with Frank, we're going to talk about the bony structures and how the muscles are attaching to them. So with regards to the bony structures, the first one is this one right in the middle of the back of the head. You can feel that by moving up the spinous processes, and the last bony protuberance right here is your second vertebrae, and then you just continue in the midline up into your skull and you feel a bony prominence. That is the midline of the base of your skull, and on either side, this is where upper trapezius attaches to. And then with upper trapezius, it moves down and out to attach to the shoulder blade, the bony ridge here, and the collarbone, and in this area. So that's the area we're going to concentrate on with upper trapezius. The other muscles come off of the spine, moving upward and outward to attach just deep to the upper trapezius, moving in this direction. The smaller little muscles, the suboccipitals, attach to these two bony vertebrae and attach to each other as well as up into the skull area. The other muscle is Levator Scapula. It attaches to the top four vertebrae and moves down and out to attach to the upper border angle of the shoulder blade here. So in general, these muscles help bring your head and your neck backwards. And if this is fixated, especially for Levator Scapula, it helps bring up the shoulder. And if the shoulder is fixated, the Levator Scapula helps to bring your head a little bit to, side bends the head. So generally speaking, in the muscles here will help bring the head back, bit of rotation, and also, especially with Levator Scapula, side bends the head as well. Now we'll rotate Frank to talk about the muscles on the side. So in the side view of Frank here, we're going to talk about the Scm Scalings Muscle. And even though that we've talked about Levator Scapula with the back muscles, it's good to orientate ourselves. So with Scm, it attaches right here behind the ear. There's a bony prominence, and then attaches all along here as well. It moves downward and forward to attach to the collarbone and the top portion of your breastbone here. Scalenes attaches throughout your vertebrae in your neck and moves downward to attach to, two of them attaches to the first first rib, and the next one attaches to your second rib. And then behind those is Levator Scapula, which again attaches to the upper four vertebrae, and it moves inferior and out, or down and out, to attach to the upper border angle here of the shoulder blade. I realized the angle that we had, my hand was in the way, so on a different angle, here along the length of the neck, here are the scalenes attaching to the first and second rib, and then Levator Scapula, which attaches to the top four vertebrae in your neck, moves downward and out to attach to the angle and side of the shoulder blade here. With the muscles on the side of the neck, again, it's Scm Scalings. These muscles help bring the head and neck to the side, so side bending. It also helps with the rotation of the head. And now we will move to the different positions to do the self-massage techniques.